Yeah, I'm ready. Hi, my dear professor and my friends. I'm glad to be here. It's my turn to give you a brief self-introduction here. And please forgive me that I didn't have much time to print my handouts to you, so I just give my speech with my PowerPoint. There are 4 parts of my presentation. Okay, the first part is about my personal information. My Chinese name is Ruoyu. It's hard to pronounce in English, and I chose this name because I was born in spring, and there's an old Chinese saying called "Spring rain is as precious as oil." So I was given this name because I was delicious. I was precious. I was precious for my relatives. And can you see the characters? 弱 means like, and 雨 means rain. Don't laugh. So that's the meaning related to this old saying. And my Chinese name is Gloria. I chose this name just because it reads smoothly. Unlike my Chinese name, it's hard to pronounce. And I also have watched a lot of times this name in many TV series like Modern Family. And as for my hobbies, I like to take photos, especially about scenery and humans. And I was a member of our debate team in our school and have participated in many debate competitions. And do you remember that there's a girl came last year called Maggie? And she's my teammate. She's my teammate. And I like to be a volunteer in volunteer and practical activities. I was a volunteer in voluntary blood donation and so on. And I went to some small villages in rural areas to investigate the current situation of rural development. Here are the potatoes. Let's debate competition. And the rural villages. We follow the farmers to see their fields and mines and to express their totally different lifestyle. And I joined in the student union and have been working for 3 years. And a girl called Barrow came last year.
Yeah.
That's my workmate also. And I joined in some campus media, just like Gao Yutian says, to improve my skills of communicating.
Excellent.
And that's some work photos. And the second part is courses in Nanjing. I divided them into 2 categories. One is theoretical course. There are some basic courses which tells us the concepts, characteristics, history, and some major moral standards and even limitations of journalism. And there are intercultural courses to tell us the situation of foreign media. And the other is practical course. They will focus on the skills of discovering news, how to obtain information with interviews, and writing news reports, and so on. And meanwhile, they will teach us to shoot with our cameras and how to use software as Photoshop to make some creatively design. And the third part is projects during our courses. There are 2 types of things we can do. One is reading and learning. We try to learn some history and writing standards of Chinese and Western media journalism by reading some well-known books and excellent pleasant articles and having some different classes. And the other is practicing and creating. I've been the saying of the fire to report it at the first time, and I've interviewed dozens of people to explore activity called the simulated love activities of college students. That's an activity that each student can be designed with a partner of different genders and to complete 7-day tasks. after 7 days, they may fall in love with each other or just become ordinary friends. That's a try, or just meet a lot of more new friends. And I've collected a lot of data to make data news, and we've taught to shoot events with our cameras and made posters about Sino-US trade wars or school enrollment and so on. And the last part is future aspirations. In short term or just this exchange project, I like to gain two goals. For one, I like to have foreign courses and visit British TV stations. And I heard that there's a course called Read Television and Film, and that's cool because I very like watching movies. And I like to express the differences about the Chinese and Western media, and I want to in the process I want to improve my English reporting skills and to training my critical thinking. And for the second thing, I like to express the British culture and disseminating my Chinese culture by traveling, participate in different activities, and just communicating with my new British friends. And in long term, I like to be a postgraduate student in journalism too, maybe. And the time is too short. I just select some important things in my school life, and there are a lot of things I haven't mentioned yet. So that's all my presentation. Maybe hope we can have a meaningful and interesting life here. Thank you.